Okay, what I'm going to go over now are just one or two things that we haven't really had a chance to cover in a while. One is inequalities, how to write an inequality. So this reads x is greater than 3. X is greater than 3. This means, because we don't see that or equal to sign, this means all numbers greater than 3. So that means an open circle and the arrow goes to the right, because it's all numbers greater than 3. So this x could be 4, could be 5, could be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, any number greater than 3. But that does not include 3. That's why we call this, it is an open circle not filled in. This reads y is greater than or equal to 5. Greater than or equal to. If you see greater than or equal to, that is what we call a closed circle, because it means any number that is greater than or equal to. So it could include the number 5. And because it's all numbers greater, it goes to the right. Arrow goes to the right. So we could put in 5 right here, and that would be fine. We could put in 6 right here, and that would be fine. Could not put in 4, because 4 is not greater than or equal to. Next one. This reads y is less than 7. That means it is going to be an open circle because it does not include the number 7. Any number less than 7, that would go to the left. And it is an open circle because it does not include the number 7. Include 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, -2, -3, -400. Any number less than 7 would work for this inequality, but not 7. X is x is less than or equal to 9. Less than or equal to. That's going to be in closed circle on the number 9. And the arrow less than is going to go to the left. So the numbers we could substitute in for x could be 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Any number less than or equal to 9. Okay, the next part I'm going to talk about are percentages. So, for example, primarily, remember this part is over of. Is over of. So in our problem, we see right here, what is 30% of 50? Remember, is over of. For starters, percent is always written over 100. So 30% as a fraction is 30 over 100. Of 50. Remember, of goes on the top or bottom. Well, of goes on the bottom. So let's go ahead and I'm going to circle this of 50. So 50 we know goes on the bottom. We don't know the number that goes on the top. Cross multiply and then divide. 30 times 50 gives us 1,500. And then we divide that by 100. That gives us 15. That must be our missing number. All right, next one. What is 25% of 20? Try and do this one on your own. Press pause and come back. All right. 25% of 50. Percent is always written over 100. And of 20. Well, of goes on the bottom, is over of. So we put 20 down here. Cross multiply, divide. Do that on your own, and you should come up with 5. Last one. 10 is 50% of what? Well, we know percent is always written over 100, so 50 over 100, that's easy. And 10 is, remember, is over of. So because 10 goes on top, we don't know what goes on the bottom, so I'm going to put a variable. So we cross multiply and then divide. And we come up with 20. 10 is 50% of 20. Clearly, this is mental math, but I just wanted to show you the process. All right, parts of an expression. 5x plus 3. You will probably be asked to label parts of an expression. An expression is different from an equation because an expression has no equal sign. So this is an expression. The 5 is called the coefficient. The x is called the variable. And a number by itself is called a constant. When we're combining like terms, we can only add like terms if they have the same variable. So 3x plus 2y minus x. If ever we see a variable with no number in front of it, we can imagine there's a 1. So we can do 3x minus x, or just 1x. So we're combining these two. That would give us 2x plus y. And that would be our final answer. We cannot add these two. We cannot subtract them. All right. Also, each section of this is called a term. So this is a term. This is a term. Right? And within each term, we have a variable, we have a coefficient right here, and we have a constant right here. All right.